This tutorial is about setting up the forms that are on your site, and we'll log into the dashboard, and one of the first things you want to do is make sure that your theme is up to date. So then we come to click on ThemeJack Biz and then over to the vertical menu here, come down and click on Forms. And if there is already a form installed in your site, you can click on the plus sign here and then the gear to edit and select form type. You can use HTML code if you want to set up a form from some other service, or you can use the built-in form wizard. And you want to put your email address here. So best if you do a yourname@yourdomain.com. The subject is something like "Thank you for requesting more information," and you can edit this message in any way you wish. I usually add my name and phone number. And if you are working with VAs or a partner and you want them to receive a copy of the message as well, you can add their email address here too. And the form receiver email, this uses tokens, and it depends also on what is beneath. If you are subscribed to Call CID or the call tracking portal, you can connect your email address with this form. You need to have set up the email address in your call tracking portal. Here you can choose to use an image background color or no background at all. And background color or transparent, you can name it whatever you wish to name it. Select the font size, the title font color, title background color, and then field names. I leave it as email is the first field, and the second field is name. And here you decide whether you want to have these as required fields or not. And the second field is phone and phone number, and I'm not going to have that as a required field. It depends on what the purpose is of your form. It may be appropriate that you have it set to be a required field. The comments, I'm going to have it comments or questions, text, and fourth field, I'm not going to have a fourth field. If you want the CAPTCHA, you need to already have set the CAPTCHA up. And if you haven't, you click here and it'll take you to where you go and set it up. If you are not receiving the email for some reason, you can choose to select the mail server to get your messages. And you can change the text on the button to read whatever you want. And once the form is filled out, you can show the message on the top, and you can edit the message to read whatever you want to read. If you have a subscription to an autoresponder, you can connect that, and again you have to have already filled out the details in your site before you can connect it here, and there's a tutorial on setting that up. And then you can select the padding and margins that you want to use and click Save, and make sure you update the form. And if you have different pages with different uses for the form, you can add another form, and here is custom form or whatever you want to name it, and add a module, contact form, and go ahead and fill in all the details if they're different from what you already have. Module name, okay, and save, custom form, and save form. So I didn't fill in the second one, so it won't be of any use when it's located anywhere. I'm just showing you that you can add them. Okay, so we'll go to Pages, and let's check About Us. And here's Sidebar. You can add a module and contact form, and you can create a new contact form or choose from one that you've already created. So here's Form 1 or Custom Form. So select Form 1, save, update, and preview changes. And this is our contact form. And this is what I changed the submit button to. And I added the questions or comments. So this new form has been updated and you can insert it wherever you want to insert it. And that wraps up this tutorial.